Oh, man. Bluesky, let's look at the past 5 years. It's pretty much over. It is at the lowest point it's been at since before the election. The sky's over. That's right. The sky is not blue anymore.
So I guess I'm having like an Izaya Orihara moment because I have apparently set a chain of events in motion behind the scenes that have resulted in the entire collapse of the platform known as Bluesky. Yeah, maybe I'm making it sound a little cooler than it really is, but I think you'll enjoy what we're about to take a look at in this video. So you may have seen this back on June 12th, either on my Twitter account or directly on my channel here. As I had said, I made a video about how Bluesky is dying, and then Asmongold reacted to it. And now the entire Bluesky subreddit is in damage control mode. Indeed, we could see a screenshot from the Bluesky subreddit.
No, it didn't happen, guys.
Moderator making the title, Asmongold made a video about Bluesky dying. We are aware, and we are removing posts by his fanboys. Have a nice day, mod team. Locked post. New comments cannot be posted.
Wow.
But things didn't end there. As a few days later, one of the top posts for the month on our Bluesky was made. That post reading, Bluesky is supposedly dying, but who's really behind the rumors? And they linked to an article from
Google Trends and Graphs. That's who's behind it. There's a graphs and data. Yeah, pretty. I don't know why I'm at. You need a YouTube video for that?
Some website called blueskyhunter.com that really comes off like one of those AI slop article websites. But of course, all the Bluesky users in the comments are like praising this article. And you may know
that's all of them, actually, by the way. As you can see, there's 97 comments. That's everybody on the website.
Notice Smug Elena, the one and only, right there.
She's a VTuber.
And it turns out this is actually Smug Elena reacting to my video from earlier, the one I made about Bluesky dying. So once again, these people are mad at the person reacting to my video, but they're not actually mad at me. Now, I think this is
what happened with me and Elon with the PoE thing. Elon took away my check mark, but he didn't take away Quinn's. I remember this very clearly.
It's such a hive mind. Like, they never want to like actually see anyone criticizing Bluesky. And like, these people are some of the quickest people to like ban anyone who has any sort of slightly dissenting opinion.
Of course.
And or any opinion that's critical of the platform at all, or that goes against the hive mind. So they probably don't even realize that these are reaction videos. They just see people criticizing them, and they're not watching the videos because, again, they can't stand to see an opinion that's different from theirs. So they just like see the title and thumbnail and rage about it. And then they see like it put in this article, and again, they're not like watching the videos. They're just like raging about the title.
Do you enjoy having such influence over stuff like this? I knew that making a video and talking about it, one of the worst things to do with a social media platform is to show that it's dying. Because as soon as you show that a social media platform is dying, then it actually starts dying. That's the next thing that happens. Because nobody wants to be on a social media platform that nobody's using and is losing users. So, in a way, I'm speaking it into existence by saying that it's dying. Or at least I'm making it happen faster. Somebody's got to take it out to the back of the barn. Why not be me?
And or thumbnails. But the reason this is like especially funny though is because my video
I've got a funny graph
was talking about posts on their own subreddit. I didn't just make up that Bluesky's dying. I was literally talking about posts from their own subreddit where people were talking about the engagement being
last
low,
week. That's
the analytics falling, like
daily
statistically.
Active users, not a good sign.
How it's like not good for artists, how the artists are not getting
responses
any sort of
are way down.
Posts. You know, a whole variety of stuff like that. And again, this was all from them. So I make a video about what they're saying, and then people react to it. And then they get all mad and act like it's not even like factual information or anything. They say that people are just like making this stuff up and it's clickbait. And it's
they're
like, dude,
stupid. I mean, it's simple. I don't know why he doesn't understand. They're just stupid. They're just making up bullshit, and they're stupid because they're mad that they're getting called out for their thing that they like dying. That's the reason.
Literally,
that's
you guys.
The reason why.
Take a look at this top comment here.
Fucking duh.
To be honest, their "It's Dying" campaign was very obvious since it started very suddenly out of nowhere. If I was genuinely, if it was genuinely dying, why would they care so much about it? They clearly don't.
Concord. Instant argument that invalidates this in a second.
Mind
what a
being in a neo-Nazi site, since for them, number of bots is all that matters. So I even pay attention to a dead platform.
What a dumb thing.
They clearly want something. Hope this just isn't a campaign to try scaremonger.
Who are these people?
Hope this isn't just a campaign to try scaremonger Bluesky owners into selling or relaxing moderation.
Yep. They're gonna
Oh my
relax
gosh, these
moderation.
people are freaking
Why would they do
psychos.
that?
I make one video talking about posts on their own subreddit about how Bluesky engagement's like falling, and they start coping, saying it's like a whole campaign against the website. And then they start talking about how the campaign, that's not even like a campaign, it's like something they're making up, is manufactured by MAGA.
Manufactured by MAGA. This is 171 updude-arinos. One day the red MAGA hat will be viewed about the same way that the Confederate flag and the swastika are viewed. Well, I mean, yeah, that's already true. I mean, Kanye West has all three of them.
The frick are you talking about? Manufactured
Yeah.
by MAGA. That's their SOP to anything they perceive as a danger to
Duh.
them or their cult daddy. Bro,
This is all users?
I
Yeah,
want
exactly.
to take one, like, I've talked about so much voice actor stuff that I wanted to diverge from that for a day and talk about something else. And I saw all this Bluesky stuff on the Bluesky subreddit, make a video about that. And suddenly these people will start saying it's manufactured by MAGA.
Somebody in
and
chat really brings up a great point. The fact that they're complaining about Bluesky dying on Reddit really shows a lot about Bluesky. If there are so many people on Bluesky, wouldn't they just be talking about it on there?
it's like some like campaign to smear Bluesky to try to get the owners to maybe sell it or something. Like, what the frick? Oh my gosh, dude. These people are so crazy. We'll take a look at some more crashing out from these people in the comments, and then we'll take a look at that slop article, because that's also really funny. Look at this one. I hate how many grifters have infiltrated the VTuber space. VTubers
Grifter is when people disagree with you.
basically 70% MAGA in 2025.
The reason why a lot of VTubers are making content for people that aren't hyper liberals is because the majority of people that consume VTuber content are men, and a lot of guys don't have those viewpoints at all. And so, like, why would, if you know that you're, like, why do you think every VTuber model has huge tits? It's because they're making the content for men. And when you have a lot of men that have this viewpoint on the internet, you know, you're going to have, obviously, a lot of them that are going to try to make content for that audience. Because most of society isn't hyper liberal. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just, it's common sense.
People join Bluesky, get insta to block listed, and then want to cry because they get zero engagement with people. They want to invite attacks, get big trolling people, and it's not working because we simply don't interact with them. Bro,
Yeah,
the source for Bluesky dying was you guys. What the heck? Grifters and rage baiters that are angry at moderation settings. They're the ones that are salty. I posted a few comments and posts after 3 weeks and got good engagement on all of them. Yeah, right. Sure.
There's like six likes, probably.
The platform is active and rewards good transformative content and discourse. Anyone that says otherwise, it's useful to go through their internet habits with a fine-tooth comb. Okay, so we got to go through the users on your own.
So anybody who disagrees with you needs to be investigated with their Reddit account, and then you're going to find out that they actually have other opinions that you disagree with, which means that they're wrong about everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%, guys.
Reddit, and you will find that they're all shady accounts with shady people
grifters
behind
wrong
them.
constantly? Yeah, it's the new Nazi.
It's like the Spider-Man meme now, where they're like pointing at each other. If Bluesky was really dying, then the right wing wouldn't even care. It's not dying. That's a huge load of crap. Don't trust Republicans. All they do is lie. So obviously, no, it's not some like MAGA campaign to criticize Bluesky. It's ridiculous. But making it even more ridiculous is in the article by BlueskyHunter.com, they actually talk about a post by the an article by the Washington Post. For those that don't know, the Washington Post is a left-leaning news outlet. And the Washington Post article was also criticizing Bluesky.
Of course.
So are they going to accuse Washington Post of like secretly being some like MAGA outlet now or something?
Yeah, of course they will. The people are delusional. Yeah, they're
Who even
stupid.
knows? But yeah, let's take a look at this slop article that the Bluesky users over on Reddit seem to be really enjoying and propping up. It reads,
Bluesky is
supposedly dying,
yeah.
but who's really behind the rumors?
By
There's
Borat.
that preview image we saw earlier. They say, if you've spent any time on social media lately, especially Reddit or even Bluesky itself, you've probably seen the posts. Bluesky's dying. It's unusable for new users. It's become a left-wing echo chamber. But despite the doom and gloom, none of these claims hold much water when you actually look at what's happening on the platform.
There it is. They don't like that. That graph is racist, though? Oh, true. It's a white background.
Yeah, right, bro. Cope more, dude. It's like the people that we were talking about in my video who are making posts on Bluesky, trying to blame the analytics lowering, the statistics looking terrible for the platform on the weather. They're like, oh, it's just because the weather's good. That's why Bluesky is doing so much worse now. It's definitely the weather.
I think also another reason is that Bluesky is probably even lower than what it shows on Google Trends. The majority of people that are probably talking about Bluesky on the internet are talking about it being dead and not even about the website itself. That's what I would assume.
I talked about that take a lot further in my video. I'm not going to repeat all that.
It's not even about the website.
Talk about the Washington Post article. They say, where did the Bluesky's dying narrative start? The recent spike in negativity seems to trace back to a handful of op-eds and social media posts. Most notably, Washington Post columnist Megan McArdle published a piece bemoaning Bluesky's culture and tone, framing it as an inhospitable echo chamber. Here's a screenshot of the article titled, "The Bluesky Bubble Hurts Liberals and Their Causes," with the subtext, "The social media network was doomed to fail as users tried to recreate Twitter."
She's right. She's completely right.
The entire thing, because every time I go to this article, some lame pop-up appears trying to get me to like sign up to Washington Post, and I ain't doing all that. But I digress. Returning to BlueSkyHunter.com now. This slop article. Let's take a look at this section that's really funny, titled, "So is Bluesky
I think a
dying?"
Western media platform solely advertised to Western minorities would have done better. Well, this is obviously advertised to minorities. That's why they lost the election and they had to go over to this other website to cope about it. That's what happened.
No, it's growing.
They're
slowly,
literally a minority.
organically, and sometimes awkwardly.
That's what
but
happens.
Growing nonetheless. User counts continue to rise. More developers are building tools around its open protocol. More communities are finding their footing. And then once again, the same note from earlier is posted again, where the author is desperately trying to get Bluesky users to use their Bluesky Hunter all-in-one tool thing. But then we get this absolutely hilarious section here. They say, "What we're witnessing isn't just commentary. It's a coordinated propaganda narrative, and it's being amplified by creators and media who have a lot to lose if Bluesky succeeds."
That's true. I don't want Bluesky to succeed. I want to kill it. I think it represents everything that I don't like about the internet, and everybody that I don't like is a supporter of it. So yeah. No, you're right. Accurate. True.
The loudest critics often aren't even regular users of the platform. They're pundits.
As a matter
who
of
couldn't build
fact.
a following there, or billionaire egos bruised by a lack of praise. That's not a sign of failure. It's a sign that Bluesky is working as intended.
Surely.
Haters gonna hate cry.
Oh, God.
Bro actually just typed that out.
Haters gonna hate?
Yeah.
What year is this? Oh, my God.
This is if you log into Bluesky expecting the chaos of Twitter or the viral dopamine hits of TikTok, it might feel quiet or unengaging. But if you give it time, curate your feeds, follow interesting people, and build your own experience, you'll find a platform that's refreshingly human. Bluesky isn't dying. It's just refusing to play by the rules that broke the rest of the internet.
I almost feel bad for these people, but I don't.
Oh my gosh.
Normal
Obviously,
40-year-old
this part's
leftist Bluesky simp.
hilarious, though. Coordinated propaganda narrative, the dude says. And in reality, it's like Bluesky users themselves complaining about the engagement going low.
Well, Bluesky is built off of the premise of a coordinated propaganda narrative because it's entirely built. Most of the people that moved over to Bluesky moved over there because they wanted Bluesky to have certain opinions. That's the entire reason why Bluesky exists in the first place, is because of a coordinated propaganda narrative.
Like a
That's
few
the
people
whole
making
point.
videos about that, and like an op-ed here and there from some like news outlets. It's very clearly not coordinated, is my point. Like, it's just people talking about what's been going on.
XTOS?
Wow,
Yeah.
We can't have that, though. We got to say it's a coordinated campaign against Bluesky from people who are terrified to see it succeed. And I think a lot of us actually like would prefer Bluesky to succeed because it's acting as a quarantine for some of the...
I don't. I want to see... I don't want them in a reservation. I want them out in the wild. I want them to be hunted. Not literally, but only metaphorically. They have, like, these people are an endangered species. And, yep, I want it to burn. Absolutely. Metaphorically. That's it. Alligator Alley? Yep.
most toxic, pathetic people on the internet, So that's a big plus. Again, there are like not all Bluesky's like that. I've seen some like actual cool artists on Bluesky just having a presence on there. So like I understand there are some people on Bluesky who just want to try it out or like hope that we'd be better than like elsewhere on the internet. So I you know I'll emphasize that nuance when I'm talking about this stuff. But the majority of stuff I do see on Bluesky is either just like the same sort of slop you'd see on Twitter where it's like, oh, look at this animal doing something, and it's probably some like bot account or something. And then if it's not that, it's just like the most extreme political slop you could possibly imagine, and just some of the most pathetic people on the internet quarantining themselves away on Bluesky, which again, a lot of us
They have to, or they're going to get bullied off the internet. That's what's going to happen. It's because these people, they have to stay there because that's the only place where they're safe.
Or if they stay there, because it makes everywhere else better. And then from a content perspective, Bluesky has actually been great. I've had so much content.
That is a good point. Yeah, if Bluesky, like, I mean, do you remember how many videos you made about Assassin's Creed Shadows and the game came out and like all that fun was over? That kind of sucked. So like, yeah, maybe I do hope Bluesky stays around. It's like a, you know, like a cow that you can keep milking every once in a while.
People will make
maybe that's a good idea.
Unhinged post about things. Like, look at this whole VA arc we've been on for like 3 going on 4 months now. Not every video's been about Bluesky, but there's been plenty of times where we do source back to Bluesky because these VAs like say the craziest stuff in their echo chambers over there, and it's hilarious to take a look at and talk about. So yeah, that's really it. I just thought this was all really, really funny. And I think I forgot to say this earlier, but shout out to Asmongold and Smugalena. Both are very entertaining creators. Wish them the best. And thank you all for tuning in.
Oh, wow. What a nice guy.
Please consider liking and subscribing. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you in the comments here and in the next one.
Man.
Defund and deport.
Man. Ain't that something? Shout out nice? Yeah, what a nice dude. And anyway, let's see here. Trump's bill's been passed. I saw that before. And Facebook has 2.1 a billion daily active users. I don't know if that's 2.1. You're telling me like a third of...
And they link to an
like
article from...
a fourth of the entire world logs on to Facebook every single day. I mean, I don't think that's probably true, okay? So, yeah, let's see here. Check the Bluesky tab on Reddit. Yeah, I'll look at it in a minute. There's a video. Give it a like. I like Hero High a lot, too. He makes good videos, and he talks about drama that I care about. So I think it's fucking funny. I am so glad to see Bluesky dying, and I have... for me to think that I even contributed 1% fills me with a tremendous amount of pride. I hate what the website represents. I hate the people on the website. I hate the rules of the website. I hate everything about the website. So if I can do anything to make it worse, I will do it. So somebody, wait, there's no way. They had to have seen this, right? I've got to read the comments on this before it gets deleted. Give me a second. Let me open it up. Okay, good. Give me 1 second. So I'll read a few of these, and we'll see where this is. And what's wrong? I still see ups and downs. Remember, Bluesky has no marketing team. It grows organic, and that gets good. Bluesky does have a marketing team. Its marketing team is Donald Trump. That's why every time Trump does something, it goes up. Oh, look, Asmongold is sending his goblins again, and somebody posts an emoji of a cockroach. That's right, guys. That's right. Everything on the internet that happens is because of me. Did you guys know that? Surprise. That's right. Roach out? Yep, there it is. So the interest in Bluesky has gone up versus over a year ago. Thanks for the info. Uh-huh. I have an account with 3,700 followers. It's dead on there. You love to see it. Not really used to anyone with shit heap to begin with. Good graphs don't look like that. Yeah, I don't think they do either. And what is this here? Priority. Oh, God. We didn't fact fix the Discover. Nobody gives a shit. Bluesky via website isn't working. Look at these. Nobody's even... Like, this is the most active one. Moderation sucks. Bluesky is full of tankies, trolls, bullies, spammers, and terrorist supporters. Oh, God. Wait, you're a Zionist, aren't you? Huh? What? What's this stupid bitch talking about? Oh, God.